They have huge impact, and when we find the right people in the right territories who have the right ethos, we're onto a winner. Someone recently asked me what my greatest fear in the world is, and that is the fear of not achieving. I'm terrified by that. It's the worst thing that could possibly happen to me if I go through my life and at the end of it, I have nothing. So I hustle, and I hustle as hard as I can. I'm constantly working, I'm constantly trying to build things, I'm constantly trying to create something. And I'm confident in myself that I will achieve. I'm really confident because I work so hard, and I think systematically, I think tactically, I think about my next steps and what I need to do to get to where I want to be, and then I make that happen. But my fear is my fuel. Without that fear, I wouldn't be making this happen. Without the fear of thinking, what if I don't do these things? I wouldn't be motivated to do these things. So my fear is one of my greatest assets, and that is something pretty powerful to me. So Johnny and myself have just had a really good conversation with a potential new client. We've been looking at the North American market, which is something we've been trying to conquer for quite some time, and it is not easy. We have done all kinds of different things, and really the resource and the manpower that it takes to kind of conquer North America, either we need a really, really strong partner, or we have to go out there and spend a huge amount of time and money in making it work. We have had offices in the US. I've spent a lot of time there myself, and we've made some great progress, but to get to the level that we want to be in North America, we really are at the stage where we need a great partner. And we've been speaking to a couple of brands, and today we had a really positive meeting, probably one of the most positive meetings I've had towards a distribution partner in that neck of the woods. So very, very exciting to talk to them. Still very early days. The first thing that I do with any kind of distribution partner is we have to make sure we're on the same page. I want to find out who they are in their own words. I want to tell them who we are in our own words. Ask each other a load of questions and make sure that we're on the same path before we start telling them where we want to head. So that for me is quite important, because if they understand that, then we're not going to have any issues growing the brand or putting it in the direction that we want to go. Once we've done that, we will talk about pricing. Now, distributors tend to get much better pricing than anyone else, mainly because they have to import it. It costs a lot to do that. Make some money for themselves when they sell it onto the retailers, and the retailers want margins, and it's just a whole scale of processes. They'll also do a lot of marketing, a lot of PR, and they need the budget to do that. So again, all those things eats away of what they will pay. So they get good rates. So we have to make sure those rates kind of balance out with how much they're spending, how much they're putting into the brand, and everything else. Once that's sorted, if we're going to make an agreement, we have to set the targets for them, but we need to go and meet them. I've met almost every one of our distributors all around the world face to face, and when I haven't met them face to face, we usually find there's issues. The relationship doesn't work how we want, or things tend to get a bit rocky. When you go out and meet someone, it just changes your whole perception of that business relationship. You end up having a face rather than an email screen or a phone to talk to. A handshake, you release all the serotonin in your brain when you shake hands with someone, and that allows you to build up a relationship with anyone. So that's hugely important. There's a few steps that we need to go through. They're never normally quick, but they have huge impact. And when we find the right people in the right territories who have the right ethos, we're onto a winner. Yesterday, though, very sad day. We had Liam. Now Liam's been talking to us for a while. about wanting to leave to go live with his girlfriend in Chile. Been a plan of his for about a year, and he's aiming to get out there be there by Christmas. Yesterday, he sent me a message while I was out of the office and asked to have a sit down with me. I came back, kind of knew what it was about, and he announced he was officially leaving. He's learned a lot and he's helped a lot and been a big part of the team while he's been with Apothecary 87. And some of those things that he's learned have proved very useful, and he's now been offered a temporary role with a local company that is going to actually give him a better chance to get to where he wants to be, more flexible, work with him on his journey to get out into Chile. So he's taken that role for the time being to move out there, and yesterday was his last day. So it was a really, really quick turnaround. When it comes to staff staying, going, the moment someone doesn't want to be in the company for whatever reason that is, that could be an amicable reason, it could be a not so amicable reason, but the moment they don't want to be a part of it, that's the point in which it's right for that person to leave. And as a CEO, if I don't encourage that person to leave at that point or enforce that person to leave at that point, I'm not doing my job to look after my team and the people around me. So it was a sad day, but it was the right choice on everybody's part, by the sounds of it, for Grady to go and pursue pastures new. So, but now I've got his workload to do.